Tesla CEO Elon Musk reassured his employees in a company-wide memo that they should not be bothered by the, quote, stock market craziness, unquote, according to reports. Now, this move coming from Musk as the stock heads for its worst year on record. Yahoo Finance's Pras Subramanian is here with the latest. Okay, Pras, what do we know about this memo that went around internally?
So, a couple outlets have the letter. It went out last night. Musk thanking employees for another strong Q4. But in the PS section, he mentioned this: don't be bothered by stock market craziness. I believe long term that Tesla will be the most valuable company in the world, et cetera. Things like that. This as the company's stock has tumbled, like I said, 70%. Employees who are paid on stock-based compensation aren't exactly happy about this. I wouldn't be either if that was the case. But employees also are privy to stuff like is demand softening, right? They can actually see that, so they can see that along with Musk kind of being away from the picture, being out in Twitter land, doing what he's doing over there. So they kind of see what's happening. I think Musk finally addressed this to his employees. I mean, just in a little small PS at the bottom of a note. So
after he sold more than $20 billion worth of shares.
Exactly.
And it is interesting to see Tesla up in the pre-market now up 7%, still reacting. I would say still responding to positive comments by Musk there, according to that internal note. But you also have Adam Jonas out here this morning, longtime Tesla bull. He's out here slashing his price target to $250 on Tesla, which still assumes about 117% upside. But another name on Wall Street cutting these price targets into year end. And to me, Pras, I think these targets are still absolutely ridiculous. It's not just Jonas at Morgan Stanley.
Yeah, I mean, there was another, I can't remember the bank, but they had a 300 something target down to 2 something. I mean, it's still half what the stock is right now, right? So it's funny, they're cutting targets but leaving their rating the same, right? So I think it sort of implies that they still believe in the long-term story of the company in terms of what it's doing, how they're going to sort of replenish the entire world's sort of population of gas-powered cars, along with Tesla among others. So I think they see that case still intact. It's the question of short-term what's going on.
A lot has to go right, though, for Tesla. Right out of the gate next year, the China production has to kick back into gear. Sales have to reaccelerate. Profits have to stay strong, potentially in a recession. Pras, these targets are absurd.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone can do it, we've seen Tesla do it before. They have the ability to make a lot of cars, and they can make them actually cheaper with better margins than other manufacturers so far. But we'll see. I mean, like at VW, GM, Ford, they're going to catch up. And I think that's the real reckoning next year in 2024. How are they actually going to maintain their dominance?
And that was what was interesting within some of the Edmunds data that had come out from Edmunds Research, really looking at where some of that attention, or at least mind share, is gravitating towards with regard to the EV buying experience. Is there, with the number of new competitors, and not just new competitors in the automotive landscape, but in the EV space specifically, legacy automakers that are now have ramped up that production and have some of the name equity in some of their existing models that they're now electrifying? Is there a shift that we're seeing right now in the consumer mindset?
I mean, we see the Fords that are trying to go online, trying to buy cars, and they're still not there yet. Tesla, I can order a car on my app right now and get it next week. The question is service after that. How do I get the car service? They're not really good at that part. Sure. But they can sell the car. They have plenty of supply. GMs and Fords, there's not enough Ford F-150s in the lot yet. I mean, there's not enough of these cars yet that we can buy. So I think that's a big problem right now for people that are waiting for the Silverado EV, the F-150 Lightning, stuff like that.
Pras Subramanian, appreciate it. Thanks so much.